Alright, I've just realised that tap strafing's being removed, and right, I might be a controller player. However, I can still tap strafe, and if you want to know how, I am going to teach you, don't worry. Um, Although it will be being removed in the next patch, unfortunately. I don't know why it's being removed. I think the reason they've given is it's like unaccessible or something. Well, it's not, because I'm on a controller and I'm doing it. But right, I'll show you how to do it now. So, what we do is you go to, obviously, library here, Apex Legends there, and then in this bit here, you can go to controller configuration. If you don't want to do that, you can go here, right click, manage, controller configuration there. It brings up the same thing. So, this is my controls that I have set up here. My controls in-game, basically, this is my jump button here, this is my crouch button. Obviously, the triggers are the same. Them not the same. I don't know what that is. My left joystick, if I click that in, what it will do is it will just push me forwards. Kind of like, you know, on a PC, if you have your tap strafe button, right? The scroll wheel, it works the same way. I've got it as a macro, which isn't illegal. Don't ban me or anything. It is perfectly fine. Um, so come in here. You want to put it as W, and then over here, if this isn't here, so if I go to another button that I haven't changed yet, say I want to change D-pad up or something, but that is W, you want to go back into where it is here and then click show activators, and that will bring up this bit here. What you want to do is change this to on, so hold to repeat. So if you hold it, it'll just do it over and over again, and just crank that all the way up basically. Obviously this is not what I want to get rid of that. Okay. No, that's supposed to be okay. Right. So you want to change obviously this one to W, and I've got this one here as R. Only because if you're crouching behind your downed teammate, so if your teammate's lying on the floor, because that's all your teammates do at this point in Apex, you're crouching behind them and you want to reload your gun. If you click your normal reload button, which for me is A, um, you're just going to start reviving them, and you don't want that. So you have a second one here. This in-game is your emote slot, or just spam your kunai. I don't have a kunai, so I don't care. Um, so that's R for me. It means I can reload behind doors as well. That is another very useful thing. But also behind my down teammates as well. So that's it for the settings. What the fuck? I've also changed my left bumper here as the macro, only because that makes bunny hopping so much easier. And also it means that zipline super jumps are possible as well. Um, that's where usually you would have to interact and then spam jump, but on PC they just interact and then scroll wheel, and then it does the same thing. So all I'm doing is bringing myself up to a keyboard and mouse standard here. So if you come here to where people practice their 180 wall jumps, you slide jump. You want to press W to come into. So you want to come round like that, hit the wall, and then just press jump. Obviously now the new jump mechanic we got here is it just does the same as your scroll wheel one. So, um, so you come around and you literally just press those two buttons like that, and it will jump you. Obviously I didn't let go of W enough there, so it wanted to kick me back over the wall like that. Which is also very useful. It means you don't have to climb shit. Um, there you go. So now we can do everything that PC players can do, um, but on a controller. So we basically have aim assist, and we can do what they do. Obviously, tap strafing is being removed soon, so it's a bit rubbish. But this is what I mean by zipline super jumps as well. You go so much further. Obviously, on a keyboard and mouse, you just interact and then scroll wheel, and it will do the same thing. Obviously, tap strafing as well. That's That's just standard on PC now. It's gonna take some getting used to that, but the reason I'm not great at it, I've just learned it as well. I started recording as soon as I found out. One thing I also want to try is try an Octane's jump pad, because as you know, tap strafing is used a lot on Octane's jump pad. Okay, so we got his pad. I'm gonna chuck it down there. How am I gonna do this? Right, so what you wanna do to tap strafe off on keyboard and mouse anyway, you wanna run towards it, slide jump, but you wanna have the jump timed, so you jump instead of doing that, if that makes sense. Like, you wanna artificially create your jump. That's very important, that part. And then what you wanna do out of that, you wanna act as if it's a normal slide jump trap strafe, right? Except you're just bouncing a lot higher because you have this. So you still have to press jump yourself, like manually with spacebar, or if you want to do a scroll wheel, up to you. I'll teach you how to do it on controller in a second. But then that's how you change direction without using your double jump, basically. So yeah, so that's how you do that. Obviously the second jump, just like a regular tap strafe, you just press your double jump and then tap, like that. So you can come around and then do it again, come back again. On controller, it is a little bit more scuffed because we haven't got the A and D inputs, and it's just, we're on a controller, it's never going to work as well. What you do, slide jump and then W, like that. I did use my second jump there. I don't know quite how. I think it's because I hold this down, and obviously that's a macro now. So slide, jump, W, jump, and then spam W. Actually, you don't have to spam it, do you? Sorry, my old tap strafing, it was the same thing. It's just I didn't get to hold it like that. I just had to spam. I am brand new to this. Please don't. There you go. I used jump again.
Throwing jump pad.
So slide jump. So obviously slide and then jump off the pad, and then just press and hold W in the direction you want to go. So slide, jump, W. How? I don't understand how I'm using my jump here. I'm not. I promise you. There you go. And you can tap strafe again out of it. Okay. Yeah, that's more fun shit to play around with in Apex. Obviously you got super glides as well. I'm not amazing at them. So yeah. You got super glide, not super glide, super jumps on zip lines as well. And then yeah, trap strafe in. I don't know. I'm not sure what else there would be you can do with this, but obviously it's disappearing in about 10 days, so you can't do much with it. Anyway, you can do it out your second jump 100% of the time. You can obviously just come off it and do that. That's perfectly fine if you just want to change direction. I'm not sure why you would want to go backwards off a jump pad. Oh, you can do it anyway if you run forward, like come close enough that if you punch, like when you punch you move forward, right? If you want to come close enough, so if I'm slightly to the right, I'm going to hit that jump pad, right? So you want to melee and then press backwards, or any direction actually, it doesn't matter. So if I want to go back and left like that, you melee, press back and left, and it will push you in that direction as you come off the jump pad. So after tap strafing is removed, I would assume that's going to be used a lot more than just tap strafing, doing the one that I was failing at miserably earlier. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you use this. I might make a video on there's a macro, not a macro, you can use like an auto execute file that will limit your frame rate, which means that super gliding is incredibly easy. Clearly I'm not very good at it, but it will limit your frames to whatever you want, so probably about 30. But that can muck up your, because obviously you're going into the game settings at that point. It can muck you up a little bit if you want to then remove it. People's space bars have been stuck doing weird stuff. So, like, obviously you don't have to if you don't want to. But I actually, I scratched that. I'm not doing that. Quite like. Yeah, anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. If you can use it, fantastic. If not, you're probably on console. But just have fun with it, you know. It's only gonna be in the game for a little bit longer. Obviously the Steam stuff where you can do that, that's gonna be in the game forever. Ever. So if they just remove the fact that you can't bind your scroll wheel to move forward like that and to jump, we're gonna have a massive advantage on them, meaning that we can still do all of this stuff, and they're stuck just kind of doing that. I mean, you can do momentum shifts, that, and it still keeps your speed from that. So there you go. That's how you tap strafe on controller. See you in a bit.